Hello, this is Vicki Woodyard. I got a comment from a Vernon Howard student who lives in Portugal, and I think he would like to know more about Vernon Howard. I was about 45 years old when I discovered Vernon Howard and traveled to see him in Boulder City, Nevada. My husband and I were both his students, but we could only fly and visit him a couple of times a year. And Vernon did not interact with his students personally at that point. In fact, there was a sign above his desk that said, "No talking to Vernon." This was an important clue that this was not a Sunday school class. This was much deeper and higher than anything we had heard before. He didn't cut anybody any slack. He delivered the truth, and as he said, when he had finished his talk, he went back to his house, and he said, "I'm glad I don't have to interact with you people." You have to understand that he was teaching the work as taught by G. Igergeef and Uspensky. Vernon didn't tell us that he was teaching us the work. We had to figure it out, because he spoke in plain English. He was an American, and he said it's silly to go to a guru wearing an orange robe and think he has something higher to give you than I might, because outer appearance counts for nothing. Vernon dressed simply. He lived simply. He was frugal. And he said things like, eating expensive meals out is like losing your soul. The path is demanding. And when I hooked into Vernon Howard, I have not unhooked yet. Now, I no longer read his books or listen to his talks very often because it's in here. You understand? That when you listen to him hour after hour, year after year, decade after decade, it finally gets to the point where you don't need any crutches. I know he spoke the truth, and he spoke about esoteric Christianity. You can take the New Testament and read it consciously, and it reads differently than if you were a churchgoer reading it. In my Father's house are many mansions. This means there are different stages and states of higher consciousness open to the sincere student. As a result of being his student, I have lived a life that is not in the world. I live a private life. I keep my blog, and I hope some of you will visit it, bookmark it, and read my essays. They're not all about Vernon Howard. And I have told people that now I see a Peruvian shaman twice a year who keeps my energy body in good working order, and I'm deeply grateful to him for that. What do you want to know about Vernon Howard? He is an open secret. He's there, his books and his talks and being online now on YouTube, they're there for you to discover. Lay not up for yourselves treasures on earth. You know, you have to get over that and lay up treasures in heaven, which is the Word. Vernon gave us the Word. And we are the Word made flesh, all of us. Vernon didn't suffer fools gladly. He encouraged us to see that people are not ready for this path. They're like the walking dead. And he said that long before there was a program called The Walking Dead. He was talking about the words of Christ, who said, "Let the dead bury the dead." That means people that have not discovered this living water coming from their own state of consciousness. So that's a little bit about Vernon. I'll quit there. Thanks for listening.